Hello, future billionaires. Tyrone Dukes here, small business coach with iManagement Solutions. In today's video, we're going to discuss the number one reason why you should start your own business. See, I just had a discussion with a W 2 employee who's in the process of transitioning over to become a business owner. I was explaining to the W 2 employee that businesses don't receive leftovers. However, employees receive leftovers. And let me show you what I'm referring to here. See, as a business owner, whenever that business receives income, that income is not taxed until the deductions are made and until the employee pays themselves. Then Uncle Sam taxes that money, therefore, Uncle Sam receives the leftovers. However, for W 2 employees, it's a little bit different. See, as a W 2 employee, whenever that employee receives income, Uncle Sam immediately takes his money and taxes it. And then the employee actually has to go out and pays for his expenses, such as his bills. And then the employee receives the leftovers. See, to further illustrate this, I'm going to show you a diagram and further explain this. Okay, for illustration purposes, we have the business owner versus employee leftovers. On the left part of the screen, we're going to be discussing the employee first. Notice that in this illustration, we're using an illustration where the employee earns $1,000, and this $1,000 is on a weekly basis, right? So we have $1,000 where they've earned. Now notice that Uncle Sam is next in line to get his $270 from the employee. So this is why we're saying that the employee is getting leftovers, right? Because Uncle Sam has positioned himself as number two, where he's getting $270. So that leaves him with a net income of $730. Now notice his car payment is next, $500. His cell phone is next, which is $100. Then he has meals of $200, and that leaves him with a balance of a negative $70. And this is why we say that the employee is getting leftovers, because Uncle Sam is positioned number two in this illustration. And if you're a W 2 employee, this is how it's set up for your pay cycle, right? Uncle Sam has positioned himself as number two. So you're getting the leftovers after Uncle Sam gets his money and after your bills get their money. So let's go to the right part of the screen, right? Notice on the business owner side, right? We have the business owner, he is getting $1,000 a week, right? And notice that what's next? His car payment is next, right? So now the car payment comes in and takes the $500. Now the cell phone comes in and get $100. Now the meals come in and get $200. Now the income comes in and get $100. This is the income that he's going to pay himself. And notice that Uncle Sam's position in this. Uncle Sam's position now is last. Uncle Sam is getting the leftovers where he's getting $27. And the reason why he's only getting $27 because everybody else takes first position over him. So now he's getting $27, and now this leaves the business as profitable with $100. Now notice on the employee side, there's a negative $70. And why is that happening? Because Uncle Sam takes the number two position, and Uncle Sam is saying over here on this side, on this employee side, look, I'm going to tax you $270, but you're not going to be able to deduct this car payment. You're not going to be able to deduct this cell phone. You can't deduct the meals. Why? Because you cannot do it. Because as a W-2 employee, Uncle Sam is going to get his position and you cannot deduct these expenses. However, if you had a 401k, right? 401k would definitely, get their position before Uncle Sam, but you can do the same thing over here with that 401k. So the reason why we didn't bring up the 401k or other pre-tax deductions on this, because you can do that same thing on the business owner side. So that's why we omitted the 401k on this side, because you can do the same thing on both sides. We wanted to talk about those expenses for which you cannot deduct. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that, because you may have some people say, well, hey, what about 401k? And, like I said, we can deduct 401k on both sides. But what you cannot deduct on both sides is this car payment, this cell phone, and these meals, and all the other expenses like your travel, You're not going to be able to deduct travel on the W-2 side. However, you can take travel and deduct travel on the business owner side and include it before Uncle Sam. But on this W-2 side, you're not going to be able to do that. So this is the part that really, I'm amazed by how many, initial starting business owners who want to go seek advice from employees with regards to starting a business. Because I'm telling you, if you're on the W-2 side, right, and you spent your entire life working on this W-2 side, business owners, there's nothing an employee can do to give you wisdom or advice on how to be a business owner. What you need to do is seek advice from other business owners, because as a W-2 employee, they're not going to be able to give you advice. They've spent their whole entire life waiting on leftovers. This is the leftover side right here, right? So as an employee, they wait on leftovers. As a business owner, Uncle Sam waits on the leftovers and you get your money. On this side, they continually wait on leftovers, so they cannot help you, give you wisdom, or give you advice on this side, because this is the leftover side. The only thing they can pretty much teach you is how to receive leftovers. So if you enjoyed today's video, like this video, subscribe. We'll see you in all of our upcoming video releases.